In a studio that's in a basement comes the epic story of how two friends changed the future of the movie podcast game forever. The reviews are in. Boys Life magazine gives the High Side podcast 4.5 acorns. The Daily Bugle says, these guys are super legit. And Pope Francis declares the podcast as life affirming. From the kid who tried to get smart with David Spade and got fucking old.
You're still out. You're still bad.
And the guy who can name all four Baldwin brothers.
Alec, William, Daniel, and the baby boy, Stephen.
Live from the studio of his parents' basement. The Have You Seen It podcast.
Blessed Sunday, Mason.
Blessed Sunday. It is Easter, my friend.
He has risen.
He has risen. Today is the day.
It is. It is a holy Sunday.
It's a very holy Sunday.
A couple things. One, God.
Big deal, apparently.
I heard he come back.
Deal.
Yeah, I heard he came back. He made a strong comeback.
That's good.
Strong comeback. And but even better, the Blazers played today.
They did. And what did they do?
They crushed.
They whooped some ass.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they did.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
So it's a good day.
It is.
It's a good day.
Good day.
God was looking down.
Good
said,
Friday was last Friday, but today is a good Sunday.
Today is Good Sunday, yes, sir. It's the last day of Lent. Did you give anything up for Lent?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you give up?
My existence.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Pretty impressive.
It's not working out too well so
No.
far, but
No, it's not. Yeah. Well, what are we here to talk about today, Mace?
Game of Thrones, episode 2.
Game of Thrones, episode 2. Finally, we get the battle.
No,
The big-
no,
oh,
didn't
no.
get anything. No battle, nothing. It was rough.
Oh, we didn't. Okay,
No.
yeah, we didn't. We didn't get the battle. It was another kind of build-up episode.
Which I was shocked because last week I predicted that we would jump right into battle episode 2.
Yeah, I did too, but I guess there's some more things to take care of before. But I mean, they filled an entire episode, and I didn't hate the episode. There was
I liked it a lot.
even though I thought them not showing any battle for the episode 2 was going to upset me, but I ended up liking it a lot. Some heartfelt moments.
There are, but we only have 4 episodes left, so
Well, that's gonna be straight. I know,
we're getting to a
man.
point now where it's like, how are we
How
going
is
to
it
wrap
gonna
this
happen?
whole thing up in 4 episodes?
Yeah, there's so
It doesn't feel like enough time.
there's so much shit going on. I mean, without the battle, with everything that's going on against Jon Snow,
Yeah.
and now they got to think about Cersei. It kind of makes you just wish you will die in that battle.
Right,
To
essentially.
avoid the headache that was just gonna come after. There's gonna be so many problems after. It may be tougher than the battle.
It very well could be.
But yeah, so there's I guess there's a lot of stuff to take care of in this episode. Some shit went down. Some bombs were dropped also.
There were.
There's a couple.
And it jumped
bombs.
right into it, too.
It did.
Because at the end of episode 1, we saw Bran and Jamie obviously come
Yeah, give us a
face
little
to
recap.
face.
Yeah.
a little face-to-face. Jamie comes into the north, you know.
Bran says some weird cryptic shit like he always does.
Of course. He's always that emo
Yeah.
Bran, you
And
know.
let me tell you, Bran is keeping up with
the
that
Kardashians.
weird shit.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no, he's not. No, not
He's
right.
yeah, he hasn't gotten any more normal since the first episode.
No, not at all. No,
He's at a
he just
steady,
keeps going
he's
and
at
going.
a steady
yeah.
level of weirdness right now. He's
Definitely.
peaking for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's
Still
def-
definitely
He's
peaking.
definitely peaking in the weirdness.
Has not changed.
But yeah, so what happened at the end? Jamie and Bran kind of met up.
Yeah, Jamie hops off his horse, and he who does he see? Except in his freaking wheelchair, sitting in the middle of nowhere.
30 yards away, staring him down.
Are you kidding me? Who wheels this guy
This
out?
fucking
Who
kid-
wheels this guy out?
Who's
What-
wheeling
what
this
the
guy
hell's going on?
anywhere? He's
It's
everywhere. No one sees him coming. He's dead silent.
Yeah,
But,
he's like a teleporter, man.
Oh, he's like Professor X.
Doctor Who,
He's like
except in a
medieval
wheelchair.
Professor X.
What?
He's like medieval Professor
Oh,
X.
yeah, for sure.
He's got all kinds of kooky powers. I don't know how he's doing
Mind
it.
control, can
Yeah.
read minds. Yeah, that's
But yeah, so that's how it ended. Was Jamie just arrived, and that's how this episode begins.
But it's right in court. They're already putting him to trial, essentially.
Oh yeah, well
Right in
you've
front
got
of
it.
people.
There's
Yeah.
people that dislike him, and for good reason, I'd say.
Well, yeah, I mean, Danny has good reason not to like him. I mean,
Everyone
he did
in the
kill
fucking
her father.
Winterfell
Yeah,
has good
has
reason
some
not
beef
to
with
like
Jaime Lannister.
Bran, including, has maybe the best reason not to like him. He took his goddamn
He
legs.
did.
And he gave him some weird fucking curse now. He's not normal.
The
you can't
three-eyed raven.
you can't
Is that
hang
what
out
it's
with the
called?
kid
Yeah,
for more than
it's a
5
weird
minutes.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everyone's pretty pissed at Jaime. And I gotta tell you, I didn't think it was looking good for the guy.
Neither did I. I didn't think anyone would stand up for him.
I didn't think it was looking good for Tyrion either. Tyrion's fucked up.
No, dude, Danny's fed up with the shit.
Yeah, you gotta be.
He has gotten a lot of things wrong in
He's
the last
fucked
2
up
seasons.
a lot, and he's fucked up something major too, where he said trust that Cersei's gonna bring her army.
And she didn't.
Because what we find out, well, yeah, we already found out, but Jaime comes and tells him all that.
Yep.
Cersei was just bullshitting him.
Damn it.
And to be honest, they're not that surprised.
No, they're really
They're
not.
not. There wasn't any real shock in the room or anything when he dropped that knowledge. I don't think anyone saw her pulling through. But yeah, so that's one more thing they got to deal with. Also, they're gonna wrap that up in 4 episodes.
I don't see how. I mean, that's tough.
I don't know how. I
Yeah.
mean, it's gonna be a lot of travel for one.
It
They got to
is.
beat this army, head down to King's
Head to
Landing.
south. Yeah,
Yeah.
head south and try to beat that army,
And
too.
I think they're gonna be pretty worn out after this one. You gotta take a week
What
off.
if the Night King just swept through him, no problem, and then it's Cersei versus the Night King?
Right now, it's making.
Who do you root for?
Oh, the Night
Hypothetically
King.
speaking,
Oh, the Night King.
The Night King
Yeah.
for sure. Really?
I say the Night King.
You
and
don't want
that.
Cersei and her little incest
dude.
weird child to rule the world?
No, another weird, freaky Joffrey who's
Yeah, exactly.
torturing animals and servants.
Yeah, that's...
No, man, if the Night King gets that far and he's killed everyone that we
Everyone,
like,
yeah.
at that point, I'm like, okay, he's earned it.
Yeah, I guess so. He's got 3 dead
I
dragons.
mean, he
at
worked
that point.
hard.
He
He
did.
worked hard at that point.
You know,
And this has been a long time in
people
the
talk
planning.
about the 40-hour work week. Try putting in the 7 days.
He's literally
365
been at
hours.
this, I think, for 8,000 years.
I'm tired of all these motivational speakers saying hustle. They're not even working that hard. This
no
guy's
one's on the Night King.
24/7.
No one's
He
on
is
the
the
Night
new
King
definition.
hustle. No one's
He's a
on
new
the Night King
definition.
hustle. Yeah.
It's incredible. He should make his own inspirational Instagram post.
His work ethic is something.
It's uncanny. It really is.
You just don't see that in this generation, this
you do
millennial
not. You do
generation.
not. No.
no one's
They're not
no one's
hard
pulling
workers.
up their bootstraps
No.
anymore.
God, we have lost.
No
the
one's
work-
willing to
work
kill a
ethic.
dragon anymore. No
No
one's.
one.
No one.
Yeah.
No one's willing to convert an army of the dead.
Yeah, no one's willing to go through a little bit of adversity.
Yeah, no one even wants to be out in the cold anymore. And the
know?
Night King's always fucking cold.
Always.
He's always cold.
And have you heard him bitch one time in the show?
Honestly, I haven't heard him talk.
Neither have I. It's a very good
Not
point.
a beat bad of him. Dead
Right.
quiet. He just gets to work.
That's what he does.
No nose to the grindstone.
He does.
That guy, and you gotta respect it.
I kind of like him. No, after kind of reviewing,
He's got
who
the
he is as a
qualities.
person,
He's
I
yeah.
kind of like him.
He
Just
might
a
be
hardworking.
yeah. He could be president one day. I don't
could.
doubt that. He's
No
got
question.
he's got the motivation.
Night King 2020.
Fuck! At this point, I'll vote for anyone. Okay, but what happens to Jaime at the? What do they finally
Well-
come to the conclusion? Who comes to Jaime's?
Which you gotta love it, Brienne of Tarth.
Yeah,
Which how do you not? You know,
yeah, man. The respect she gets from everyone, from not even really knowing Dany or anyone.
no.
So the respect she gets for just coming up, and she's the only one that comes forward for Jaime.
Right, and luckily we see that dynamic there with Sansa, where
Yeah,
she's very connected to Brienne, and she trusts her with her life, which gives credibility with Dany.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I really liked the Tyrion kind of. You could see he was really nervous because he thought his brother was probably
Very.
gonna die, and he let out a big sigh of relief when she said, "Okay, well," because Brienne Tarth came out and said that she saved him from getting raped and he lost his hand and everything, and
And that he's an
Danny's
honorable
got
man.
a soft spot for powerful women.
Oh yes,
She's
Yes.
got a. She's very she has a soft spot for us. So she took her word for it.
she did.
Jaime, but at this point they're pretty desperate.
Yeah.
They're willing to get down to the C team and really pull from the
What do
ranks.
you What do you think though? Do you think Jaime is a good person?
That's what I love about the show is every character has this crazy arc where
Mm-hmm.
they're so different from. At this point, he is a good person. But if you go back and watch those first episodes, he's a piece
He's a
of
bastard.
shit. I mean, he pushed a kid off a balcony
Right.
and laughing about it. He's like 100% psychopath. And like Tyrion says in this,
So do you root for him in this show?
well, now I root for him. Well, when I was thinking when they were said, when they allowed him to stay and whatnot, you can never trust him because he's always gonna be on Cersei's side. He's always gonna be dedicated to Cersei.
Even now?
No matter what I think. He's in love with her. Think of all the shit he's done for her at this point. Yeah. So can you really trust him? I mean, if he dies, you can obviously trust him, but which I think he's probably gonna do. But yeah. What do you think? You're all on the Jamie ship?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it's an interesting character dynamic going from hating someone to
It is, yeah.
rooting for him.
That's what the show does great. Yeah.
I mean, this is actually Jaime's story of redemption.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know.
He's gonna die on these battlefields. He's got to. But has Arya seen Jaime yet? Have we still have not seen?
She had to have by now. I mean, he's in
She would have been
Winterfell.
pissed, right? That's his. I mean, that besides Cersei, that's one of his.
Yeah, and that's weird that later on in the episode we revisited with them and the Hound, but we didn't get that Arya Jaime.
I don't think they've seen
meet
that
up.
they're here yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you figured you wouldn't have them meet up twice.
Yeah.
Instead, have her meet Jaime. That is weird.
Because she's gonna end up fucking killing him.
You think?
I mean, she's got to.
Even now.
I don't know. It's gonna be down the road somewhere, but yeah.
And what will she do? Take his face and kill Cersei? Maybe she's the last one left, and that's her. Maybe she's the only one to escape Winterfell,
Maybe she does take his face and gives Cersei the kiss of
and then
death.
kills her, and
Gives
then
him
that's
goes
the
in
end
for
of
a
the show.
kiss.
Ooh, the kiss of death.
Kiss of death. She thinks it's, but really it's fucking Arya just smacking down on those Cersei lips. Could be possible.
Oh, it could. It could. You know, do what the Martells did to her.
Yeah. Don't forget Bran stuck up for Jaime also during this
He
part.
did, yeah.
He said the things we do for love because he knows
Things we do for love.
the whole dynamic of.
Well, and that's what Jaime said to him when he pushed him out of the window.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
A little
So
dig.
it was definitely a big
And you can see
dig
Jaime
into
was
season
like,
one.
is he going to bring
Yeah,
He was
the
like,
whole
when's he
time.
going to bring
He's just
this
super
up? Yeah.
stressed. He's like,
Looking
"Ah."
at the door, just waiting to fucking jet out of that. Yeah. That was definitely a tough thing for Jaime to come in and do, knowing that
yeah.
everyone was going to fucking. But he's true to his word at this point.
Hey, true to his word. You got to respect a man who
But
does
like he
that.
says, he's a different man. And he is. I mean, he even knows it. He's got one less arm, too.
Yeah, he
That will
does.
change a guy.
Yeah, it will in the long run.
Let's talk about Gendry,
Gendry, yeah.
and Arya.
Okay, so like the first scene or the second
Let's
scene?
talk about
Because
the first scene.
The
I mean.
first scene, yes.
Oh my god, the sexual tension between those.
It was apparent from the first time they met up that they were gonna
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it'd be moving this fast.
I know,
My
good lord.
god, dude.
just went to 0 to 100.
Whenever they're like in the fucking vicinity of each other, it's like, yeah, I don't even know
The
what's going.
sexual tension
Yeah.
builds, my friend.
My
yes.
god, yeah, but yeah. So Arya goes and she's on his ass about making
Dragon glass,
Dragon
her
glass,
her
yeah.
own weapon.
like he's not busy.
yeah, like he's
like
not
he's-
trying to
like
he's
he's
not
the
trying to
one
forge
blacks-
10,000 weapons.
Like
at
he's
once.
the only blacksmith making
no
these
one else
weapons
had
for an
to-
entire
yeah.
army. Yeah,
No one else has to.
but she's
do
on
the
his
craft.
ass. But
She is.
she knows he'll do anything for her.
No, of course.
The
Because
guy
why?
wants it.
Sansa says men are easily manipulated.
Oh yeah, she knows it. But and he tells her that that he'll make it. He'll get right on it.
Mhm.
Mm. And Jaime finally approaches Bran, and they talk about. It's the first time they've met since.
Since the window.
Since-
Yeah.
yeah.
Awkward.
Since he pushed him 30 stories off a tower. Yeah.
What a reunion.
That's an awkward.
It is.
That's
It's a
an
very
awkward first
awkward-
impression,
yeah, it
and
is.
you can't bounce back from that.
No,
But Jaime does.
he does.
Well, it's good that Bran at this point is not as much as a human anymore, as he kind of doesn't really care about anything.
No, he doesn't. No, he's like God.
Yeah,
He's like like literally three-eyed raven.
and he even talks
it's
about
like-
it. He even says he doesn't blame anyone for anything.
No, in that he's not mad.
Yeah,
He
about
doesn't
anything.
even have the emotion of being mad.
Yeah, and yeah, and Jaime kind of just takes that, and hopes that Bran isn't going to tell everyone.
My only question during that scene was, how the hell did he get out there with the snow? It's got to be hard to wheel yourself in a wheelchair
Again,
with
the science
all the snow.
of Bran is impossible.
It's,
No one, you never see him touch those goddamn wheels. He's not wheeling himself anywhere. I don't think his arms
there'd
work.
be a staff member somewhere.
I don't
mean,
know,
to
but
assist
he's
him
moving
here in
around.
Winterfell.
I think we're going to see him on the battlefield.
Just hovering over people.
Just in the background staring at everyone. Yeah.
He's got turrets on his
Yeah,
wheelchair.
I don't know.
Mowing down White Walkers with dragon glass bullets.
I don't know how he's getting from A to B.
Yeah, I don't know. I
mean, you got to imagine the
It
wheelchairs cannot be great back then.
It is a searing question with me, though. I want to know, how is he getting to point A to point B? No one tells us. It's bad storytelling. I want to know.
At this
things.
point, I think they gotta be like knowingly putting him in scenes, because like when he pops up, even the cast are like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, they all like do like, "How did you were not in here 2 seconds ago?"
Processing it. Yeah,
and I think but maybe he's just that powerful. Maybe he was Jesus at this point. So Tyrion and Jamie also get a little reunion.
Yeah, that was a nice.
That was
nice little thing.
Yeah, they still love each other.
Oh, of course.
I don't know how you look at your brother knowing he has fucked your sister on a constant basis.
You know, I think after 8 seasons and everything they've been through, it's kind of like, you know what? I know you
but
did
still,
this,
even from the first, even though he knew, I think he knew. I mean, he was always kind of cool with it. Everyone's kind of cool with it.
Look, this is definitely an alternate universe. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I couldn't talk to my brother after. I mean, it's tough to get over.
It is.
And they kind of nonchalantly joke about it too. Yeah. It's very loose and kind of wild, the Lannisters. But whatever floats your boat. Yeah, whatever floats. Yeah, they're close. They're definitely close. But yeah, like you said, I like that reunion too.
Yeah.
They still like each other.
And Tyrion tells him something interesting too, where he says he always knew who Cersei was. He just chose to love her anyways.
Yeah, and that's kind of my point with
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna do whatever, it fucking takes.
But you don't think he's turned a corner? You think he'll still go back to Cersei after all this time?
How could he not, man? That's his kid. It's just guy's kid.
Who gives a shit? 3 of them already died. I mean,
Yeah, but no, you got one more. That's the last one.
Yeah, it's the last one.
It's the last one.
This is true.
He's got one more chance to get it fucking right.
Getting it right.
Because he's blowing
he
it.
could have some kids with Brienne of Tarth, though, be a normal human being.
No way.
And then
they're never gonna.
And
fuck.
then he's getting
golden
children.
I don't
They'll
think she's
rule
down.
the 7 kingdoms after the Targaryens.
I don't think she's down with it, knowing that he's a sister fucker.
Dude, she's definitely down.
No
she
way.
gives him the fuck eye all the time. Come on, dude.
It's more of a.
And Jamie's.
It's more of a best friend
kind of relationship. He's just too caught up with his sister.
They're
That's
just
all
best
it is.
friends.
Come on,
curling each
best
other
friends.
here.
You're trying to put Brienne of Tarth in the friend zone.
Bro,
Quit
Jamie
doing
doesn't
that
fucking
bullshit.
anyone unless it's his sister. Have you seen him fucking anyone? Have you ever?
Just morally can't get past
He is the
it.
most
He's just
dedicated. He has
sister or nothing.
He has a very specific.
That he.
Yeah, he's got
taste.
I
would say, yeah, very.
Yeah, he likes a very specific quality in women, and that quality is direct relation. Yeah, so he's not fucking her, man. No way.
Well, we'll see. What do you think? You think Brienne will fuck her or fuck him?
I think they might tie it together and make it a 3-way.
Odds are Bran fucking Jamie over. What's his name? What are you giving me? Vegas odds.
Vegas odds?
Yeah.
So hold on. You don't think Jamie and Brienne will fuck?
No, I think the odds are almost astronomically low. Yeah.
Really?
What? What timing is when are they gonna find time to?
You're right. Because next episode, someone's dead.
Yeah.
It's either Brienne of Tarth or Jamie.
Yeah.
So yeah, good point. But in an alternative universe, if they had a little more time, you don't think that relationship would develop? You don't think that relationship would flower?
Odds are her fucking the wildling way better. Way better.
Tormund?
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
Okay. She's not into it.
He was growing on her.
Kinda.
He's the coolest and like
He
nicest
is
guy
pretty
ever.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's just a big fucking dork.
But isn't that why you'll lose?
No.
Jamie's the one who always insults her.
No,
and stuff.
Jamie's all broken now. We saw her. He can't even muster up an insult anymore.
That's true. Yeah, he is turning very.
Yeah, he's soft, bro. He knows he's going. He knows he's dying out here.
Triple space M.
Yeah, but Jamie knows he's gonna come and die out here. What
Sorry.
are we having?
Tech diffs. Go ahead.
technical?
Go ahead and we'll start to the next thing after Jaime and Brienne. Click on this here. Yeah, that'll keep it following.
All right, Jorah tells Dany to forgive.
Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was
A weird move.
Was
a
it?
weird move because you know what?
He is
Dany's
super
got a
fucking
lot of
friend.
people in the wings to be her hand. The
Oh,
hand of the
yeah.
queen, even
Well,
though she's not even the rightful heir anymore.
You even saw how weird she was. Thought it was too. That he was coming out and trying,
Yeah.
even though that's
She's
kind
like,
of
huh?
his main competition for the job. But again, I thought it was cool he came out protecting it. I think he knows he's gonna die also. Well, they all think they're gonna die. Let's be
they
honest.
all think they're
Let's
going
be
to die.
honest.
Yeah.
They all
when
think,
Tyrion at the,
so they're
at the
all
round table,
so they're
was
all
like,
kind of being like the nicest version of them. We're like,
Of
yeah, he can have my
themselves.
job. He can have all my shit. Take all my shit.
It
I
don't
don't care.
matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Take
be
my
dead in
boots with
24
you.
hours.
I don't give a
fucking matter.
fuck.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me or what?
Yeah, I mean, so everyone's acting crazy.
Right.
They're giving away all their shit. Yeah, but yeah, I thought it was. But he made a good point about how smart he is and whatnot, and how they spent so much time together, traveling from wherever they came from on the boat or whatever, and how he kind of grew on him after time and learned that he was
Even though
super
he
smart.
wanted to throw him overboard half the time.
Oh yeah. But Dany, of course, she loves Jorah, and of course in a friend way.
Right. In a
But she-
very
but she
friend way.
takes-
I have never seen a character in any fucking TV show. It doesn't even matter if it's a romantic comedy. I've never seen someone so in the friend zone than Jorah Mormont.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
In my life, and I
He's-
feel bad for him.
The
Every
fact
episode, I
that
look at the guy.
he
I'm like,
knows
"God
though, and
damn."
he accepts it. He's
I
just, like,
know, he just-
digging himself
He's
deep.
just like, I get it. It is what it is.
But yeah, but she takes his word because she trusts him. Or
She
whatnot.
does.
Said she because right now Tyrion's not looking good.
No.
He's not. And she's
He's 0 for 2
and
right now
she's
with his family.
pissed at him.
Yeah.
But yeah, but eventually she she comes forward and kind of backs him up. Tyrion later in the episode.
Who does? Sansa.
Dany does when because Tyrion wants to volunteer for the battle.
Oh yeah, and she's
she
like,
says that
"No, we need your mind." Yeah, that in her own way, standing up for him, but yeah,
Well, yeah, she took Jorah's words though and kind of said
into consideration, and Sansa's too when they met up.
Yeah.
Sansa's
Let's
So
talk
that's-
about Sansa
yeah.
and Dany meeting
that
up.
little meetup.
Two little
Sansa's smart,
little
man.
firecrackers.
Yeah, they are. They are. But Sansa's smart. She can turn on a dime.
Yeah,
That conversation
for
was
the first time.
interesting.
You think they're gonna finally, kind of end on good stance with each other,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
Because originally Sansa thought that Dany was manipulating Jon.
Because this brings back to my point: the fucking headache that's gonna happen after. Because they think Sansa in the North, they're not gonna bow to anyone.
No, they're not. No, not Sansa. If she
But
leads, if
Dany,
Jon
once
dies,
if Dany wins, she's gonna make everyone bow to her. So
Mhm.
it's
so she'll eliminate
it's like an
the North.
immovable object, meeting an unstoppable force. What's
Right.
gonna happen?
Absolutely.
Fire and ice.
So what happens? Yeah. Does the North remain? And
I don't know,
And then
yeah.
Dany takes over.
And I like that
everything
scene
else?
where she embraced her at first, and then Sansa was like, "But I won't ever fucking bow to you."
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, yeah, because she asked. She goes, "What about the North?" After all the pleasantries were over.
Yeah.
The whole different things. How she never should have trusted Cersei and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I don't know.
Crazy.
I did like the dialogue though. The dialogue was very good in the show overall because they were talking about how Sansa thought that Dany was the one manipulating Jon, but in reality, the way that Dany put it in her way was like who manipulated who, because she sent half her army over here or her whole army over here to fight a war that wasn't even hers.
Well, and they get into it and say that they love each other.
Yeah.
And whatever. And this is pre she gets any crazy news or anything.
Yeah,
so right
she's
now,
not the rightful
right now
heir.
she's saying that she loves him.
Yeah,
but,
we'll see.
I don't think in
that
45
relationship's
minutes.
going to get a little fucking turbulent here very shortly, my friend.
Oh, for sure. Their drama in Winterfell right now is at a all-time.
Yes.
There might be a war might break out within the walls before we get an actual battle of White Walkers.
That could very well be the case.
Because the tension is high, for
It's
sure.
high. Yep.
There's definitely some stuff going on. Let's talk about Theon.
Theon.
Made a comeback. He swam his
did.
way.
Good for him. And he is strong because of it. Trust
Stronger.
me. That's
Yeah.
a long way to swim.
That is a long
Okay?
way, yeah.
There's a lot of nautical miles.
He
there.
came in, he's looking very moist.
He is still very wet.
Yeah.
Didn't fully dry off.
But a good scene, though.
Very
a
good
good
scene
scene
with him and
between her and
Sansa.
Sansa.
Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
that was a long time coming.
It was.
They were...
And she embraced him too. And you know what? We didn't get to
Yeah.
see a side of that from Sansa since what, season 5, 6?
No.
I mean, where she's emotional.
Yeah.
She's always straight faced.
Well, not since they were really back together.
Yeah, which would have been what, season 5 and 6?
Season 5 or
with
6. Yeah,
The
exactly.
whole Ramsay
Yeah.
Bolton thing.
Yeah, when they were back there at fucking Winterfell and everything. And yeah, so that was, I really liked, and that was the first time fucking Theon's done anything human related.
I know.
He's been a real shell of a man ever since he's got his, yeah.
He seems like, I really feel like when he met up with Jon at the end of season 7, that was his defining moment.
Yeah.
Where he was like, okay, I can finally be a fucking man and grow a set. I mean, literally grow a set because they were gone.
Yeah.
So he grew a new set.
I don't think he did. I don't think that's how
And,
science works.
It's not,
I don't think that's
but
how
in
human
this
biology
alternative
is even
universe,
close.
it's the same as like you cut off a gecko's tail, it grows
I
back.
disagree. I don't think
If
they're
you become
animorphs. They're not.
in this world, it is. So he grew back his nutsack, and
I
now he's a
think-
man again.
I don't think it's
So
canon. I don't think that's
It's
canon.
probably not canon, but it's a good theory.
I don't
and
think it's
that's
canon. That's
all that
fan
matters
fiction.
at the end
I
of
am
the day.
almost 99% sure he's dickless still.
He is
The way he
metaphorically,
walks.
He is still growing.
The way he walks, he is. He looks like there's something missing.
There could be.
So I don't think. But yeah, a great. Again, he's gonna die.
Nonetheless,
Another
we'll-
guy we can check
Because
off
later
this
on
list.
we see him bravely be like, "Oh, I took this castle from you. Let me give it back." With Bran,
Exactly,
which
yeah.
was a good moment. Bran even gave him a little head nod, which is more than he gives most people.
Theon's
'cause he's
stock
a
is
fucking zombie.
quickly ascending because Theon went from probably one of my least favorite character to in this last couple episodes he's making a real comeback for
Oh,
me.
for sure, yeah.
For sure, yeah. With the Sansa talk and the Bran, he's laying it all on the line.
He is.
He's ready
It's
to
like,
go.
It's like the 03 Red Sox,
Yeah,
back in 04.
specific sports reference.
It very much was. But
Yeah. Oh, I see you have Sir Davos, poor Stu, for some pussy ass bitch who said he's not a fighter. Grow a set, and you're fighting the dead, bud. Yeah, that was a
is what
good
I wrote.
scene.
It was a good scene.
Those were
nonetheless.
his actual exact words.
Those
That's
are
a
what
dread,
he said.
That's a
to
dread
the
quote.
soldiers.
An
Well,
odd.
Here was the thing that frustrated me. You got these full-grown men complaining, "We're not fighters," and then that little girl comes up and she's like, "My brothers were fighters. I want to go kill them."
Bro,
And
you
I'm
gotta
like,
think these
okay,
are
she's
farmers
way
coming in who probably someone ran into their village and was like, get in fucking Winterfell now.
There's
They're like,
some
what is going
zombie-ass
on? Yeah.
motherfuckers coming down.
They're like, there's an army of the dead. They have a dead dragon. And this guy's like, he was farming beets 2 minutes ago. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Is this a prank?
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
The army of the dead. This is
Slow
gonna be a
down.
freaking
What are
joke.
you
What
saying?
is this?
There's
No.
dragons? I don't
3 of them? This is absurd.
Yeah, so I don't.
Trolls, giant people.
So you got to assume these people are kind of out of their element at this point.
I would say, but that little girl did not make them look good.
Well, let's
That was
talk
the
about
issue.
that. I like that because Sir Davos has a soft spot for burnt up little girls.
He
What is he,
does.
like a magnet for them.
You never seen so many burnt
I
little
know,
girls
they're attracted to him.
around this fucking guy.
I've never seen anything like it. They're just like a fly to a light. Yeah, and
It's
every
like he
time
hangs around a fucking acid.
and every time
facility, a
his
warehouse.
fucking heart just sinks. Every
It
time,
does. It does. Poor man.
yeah. And
Seen
poor
too many burnt little
Yeah, I know.
girls.
I don't know what's going on. So many people have burnt faces in this world. Like, they do not.
They still don't understand the concept of fire.
Yeah, it's hot. It's very hot. Quit sticking your head in it.
Away from it.
But yeah, I like that moment between that girl and how she was tough and brave and she wanted to fight.
And dude, yeah, it was a great moment. But
Yeah.
we got to talk about all the different times they brought up the fucking crypt throughout this episode. Well, okay, I'm telling you right now, the crypt is not safe. Mark my words, the crypt is not.
I don't
safe.
think anything's safe at this point. I really don't.
No, but
If
something
people are getting
pivotal will
through-
happen in the crypt because it was brought up so many damn times that I'm like, okay, something's going down in the crypt.
Well, they're in that crypt all the time. John is hanging out in that crypt.
Yeah, I know.
Constantly.
Like a weirdo, just hanging out, staring at tombs.
But yeah, the crypt is where they're sending all the women. That's also where
And the
Tyrion is
children,
going,
and
and the
Tyrion,
children, and little Sam, and his wife. That's where they're all gonna be. So the crypt is kind of the safe keep. But yeah, I mean, what kind of defenses we talking about in this crypt? Booby traps.
Booby traps. 1980s Goonies.
Yeah, I don't
you know,
understand
all these little
what
booby
is going to
traps.
protect the Night King from getting down there.
I have no idea.
I really think it's just kind of a thing to calm down the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of like, okay, everything's fine down here. Just
You're
wait.
safe here. Don't
Someone's
worry. You'll be
pounding on the
fine.
door,
Yeah.
fucking White Walkers climbing on the wall. It's not a good situation.
No, not at all.
And then we get to Sam and the Wildlings, everyone reuniting.
Yeah, and we're
together
getting at
in
this
the
point.
Night's Watch.
This point, everyone has to be in Winterfell, right? Anyone who's anyone is in Winterfell
everyone
right now.
is. Yeah.
And this is, I mean, I think this is everyone. The last
Yeah,
of the
minus
last of the Night
Cersei,
Watch. Yeah, minus Cersei, which I don't think she's coming down.
No,
I don't think
she's not coming
I
down.
don't
She's
think
not
she-
making a surprise appearance. No.
I don't think she's making a cameo visit. But yeah, so everyone's here, and it's kind of a somber moment. Everyone kind of knows they're
all gonna die.
Yeah, they're all about to die, and yeah, and Sam and John and the last guy from the Night Watch. What the fuck is that guy's name?
Dolores.
Dolores.
I'm like 99% sure it's Dolores.
It should be him, right? Here he is. Yep,
Yeah,
Dolores
Dolores.
Ed.
Yep.
Brought the free folk back to avenge John. This guy, I think he's
I
gonna make it through the whole goddamn thing.
He may be the new star.
And
moving
we got
forward.
a little shot
I
of
mean, good Lord, he's
Ghost
been-
in that picture too.
Yes,
Did you
very
check that out?
interesting. Yeah, on top of the castle wall there in the dark.
Yes,
right
sir.
there, to the
Absolutely,
left-hand
yeah.
corner. Yeah,
But
that was pretty cool to see Ghost still alive.
so one wildling comes
The
in.
Wildling.
Yeah, and he tells
Singular.
them that they're gonna be here within the day,
Within a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the morning.
by the
Or
morning.
before the morning.
Yeah. So now things get real fucking depressing in Winterfell.
And not only that, but they told him that the last house of Hearth, right,
Yes.
is
Fell, yeah.
fell,
And now they're part
and-
of the Night Watch. And anyone
Part
who's
of the
not
army.
in Winterfell right now
is already dead.
is part of the Night Watch. And you'll probably be seeing them pretty soon. They'll be at your doorstep.
Yeah, they will be.
Yeah, and that's when Theon sacrificed himself for Bran because they all go in and they're making their plan, right?
Mhm.
And they say that they're gonna trap the Night King because the Night King is going for Bran.
He is.
That's his whole thing because
Yep.
he wants to erase Westeros.
All the memory of
Yeah.
of living.
and that's what Bran has of everything because the Three-Eyed Raven passed that down. So now he's like a fucking history book,
I
and he
guess.
literally has the personality of a history book.
Mm.
He is, yeah. And he's even in the fucking war room with them.
I know, which such an odd choice
I know,
to have
and,
him in there. I don't know what exactly
Yeah.
he's doing, but
But they tell him, and that's their plan. He's gonna go hang out by the big face tree, and wait for the Night Watch, and then they're all gonna kind of jump the Night King.
Yep.
When they come, and then the rest of the people are gonna hold off the army.
doesn't sound like a very good plan.
No, it's
Not to
not.
me. No, I don't think this plan's gonna work.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not the play you want at the end of the game.
No, yeah. This is like the Hail Mary of Hail Marys.
I
you
know. I mean, it's
like
not,
throwing.
It's not even a real
65
thought out plan,
yards
though.
in 3
Unfortunately,
seconds.
yeah.
It's not going down.
But yeah, they're gonna just use Bran as bait, And just hope when the Night King comes, he can wheel his ass out of there in a hurry.
You just see Bran
The
just
snow
pushing
flying
it
in the
so
back.
hard, yeah. Just trying to fly out of there.
But yeah. And in that part, Danny tells Tyrion that
yep.
because what the fuck is he gonna do?
He's not gonna fight. I mean, like, and I get
No.
it. That's the honorable thing he wants to do.
Yeah, but you got to be honest here.
He's the brain of the operation.
Yeah,
you
you gotta
can't.
be honest.
You got to be smart
Mhm.
here. You gotta go down and
They need
he
at least
does.
one guy down in the fucking
Yeah,
crypt.
one male. Can you imagine being the last male in Winterfell though?
That'd be
With
pretty
all
nice.
those honey. That,
And you gotta be
I'm
thinking.
not saying it's not a bad job.
You gotta be thinking
you
you're
know?
Tyrion. You're liking that.
You're liking it a
Yeah.
lot, yeah.
But yeah, so he's going down in the crypt, and with the women, and
then right after that meeting, he has that little. I like that dialogue between him and Bran, where he's like, "It's a long story." He goes, "Man, if only we were locked in a castle with nothing."
yeah,
to do
I like
for
that too
hours."
because now it makes me think that now Tyrion, no matter what, could pass down the story of Bran or whatever. So whatever happens to Bran,
Yep.
he could still, because that's what Tyrion kind of is. He's like a walking encyclopedia, right?
He is.
He's like a book.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And that's what he does. He knows everyone's story and everything. So yeah, I kind of like that scene, and I really like the scene leading up to this, where they're all in the fucking same room.
Yep.
And they're all drinking down. They're all just
Yeah.
kind of partying, and
Yeah.
it's really cool because they all kind of know they're gonna die, so they're kind of all letting it out.
Oh, yeah.
letting it loose.
And Tormund is hitting on Brienne of Tarth. of
Tormund comes in,
course.
he's fucking
Always.
wasted already.
He is.
He's bringing his own fucking.
He's an early
brew.
bird.
And he tells the greatest fucking story I've
Yes.
ever heard.
The Giant's Milk story.
Giants, yeah. He tells the story of why
Tell
they
us,
call
yeah,
him
tell us.
Giants Bane. Yeah. So what was it? Was it when he was like 10?
Yeah, he was 10 years old.
When he was 10 years old, he killed a giant,
Mm-hmm.
and then he fucked that giant's wife when he was 10.
10.
And then he fucked the wife so good that
That she-
somehow the wife thought that she was his kid, and she let him suck on the teat. And he said he was there for a long time. I can't remember.
He was raised by giants.
Yeah, for, like,
and that's
years.
why he was so strong.
Yeah, and he was sucking on that milk for a long time, and that's why he's so big. And
It was a hell of a story. Hell
I
of a
honestly, it might
performance.
be a true story.
It very well could be. With-
For all I know, the wildlings are brought up in a
They are
crazy,
wild.
but
Yeah.
he's a big guy, and he's the last damn wildling left.
he is.
So maybe he does. But could you imagine the size of their kid if her and
Oh my good lord.
that kid would be
Be a giant
Yeah.
kid.
that would be
be
a
a
big
strong
boy.
man.
That'd be a big boy
Or
for sure.
woman.
But yeah, I love this scene when they're all coming in, and I think it was probably the best part of this. It made this episode worth it, even without the entire battle.
Yeah.
When they're all coming
Without
in and they're
anything.
all just getting wasted, and it's cool because it's characters we never imagined at the start ever getting in a room
Never.
and drinking together.
No.
Because all these people at some point were trying to kill each other.
Exactly, and that's what they talked about too earlier on in that
Yeah.
episode, where they're like, at one point we all tried to kill people in the north. We all tried to kill the Starks,
Yeah.
and now we're fighting here at
They're
Winterfell
all in the
for
same
them.
room, yeah. And I
Yeah.
love that when they all just kept trickling in, and and the what's his name, Brienne of Tarth's son,
Podrick.
Podrick.
Yes,
We get
Podrick.
Podrick. We didn't talk about him. We saw Podrick earlier. He's training.
We did.
Still doing
He
very
looks like
well.
a man. He looks more of a man.
Doing
each
very
year.
well.
Yeah.
Very proud of him.
So are we. We're proud of you, Podrick.
Brianna Tarth is very proud. You see, she's got a little smile when she's in. That's her little boy.
That's a proud
That's her-
parent moment.
That's her little
okay?
mom. And I love when she gives him. She tells him, "All right, half a cup. You can have half a cup."
You may
And
only
then
have
bed
that.
by 9. Lights out. I want lights out by 9.
Yes, Brienne of Tarth.
Yes, Mother Tarth.
Yes, Mother Tarth.
But yeah, that's hilarious to me, and I love when Tyrion pours the cup of wine, and he just overflows the glass, it's just pouring out. Yeah, yeah, they're getting fucking wasted.
They were.
They're
They're
partying
having
down.
a good time.
Well, they know what's coming,
Yeah.
And,
the dead are coming.
and at the same time, Arya and Gendry.
A weird opener to this.
If you
though,
told
a
me
weird opener to
8
the
years
scene.
ago or whatever that we were gonna end up seeing Arya Stark, I mean, she was 8 at the
She
time.
was
So
yeah.
what a crazy!
Crazy.
We literally watched this girl grow up, and now it's showing her now she's in sex scenes.
Yeah.
And with
Weird.
fucking Gendry of all
I know.
people.
The bastard, the
But
Baratheon bastard.
you knew it was gonna go. You know
Oh,
it
of
had to
course it
happen.
was.
My
the very
God.
first time they met,
That
we
chemistry.
we
Yeah.
were like, okay, yeah, for sure.
But
This
I
is-
mean, they knew as well as they got down to business. Well, first Gendry gives her the weapon, and that's all Arya needs to see.
First he's in the shadows lurking. That's
Yeah.
such a weird way they shot that. He was like in the
I
corner
know.
of the
Then he
room in
came
the
out like
shadow,
Nosferatu.
almost like
yeah.
Littlefinger in a way. It was weird. I was like, okay.
It was a little.
was a
But he had a
little
present for her.
He
It was a
did.
surprise
So
party.
but then it made sense.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes in with the
And you
weapon,
gotta think
it's
he's
all
got the
good.
hots. He's kind of
He
thinking. He's
does.
thinking about what he needs to say. He's nervous.
Oh, he's nervous because he doesn't do this often.
Oh
so
no, not at all.
I
For
appreciate
sure.
it. He's putting some effort into it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Put a
You gotta.
little effort into
Hey,
it.
chivalry's not dead.
It's not.
in Westeros.
I didn't know.
But yeah, so they get down to business,
They do.
and oh boy, do they get down to business.
But man, does she not drill him beforehand? No pun intended.
Well,
But,
she
I
drills
mean,
him afterhand, too. Yeah,
Afterhand too, but beforehand, man.
yeah.
She's getting right down to business.
She's
Not
giving him
messing
the
around.
rundown for
She
sure.
was.
She wants to know who he's been with.
Who, when, what, why, and where. The
Yeah.
five,
Was
the
he using
five Ws
protection?
we never
Was
want
he
to get
using
asked. Yeah.
protection? She wants to know.
She wanted to know what brand even.
full history,
Okay.
full sexual history.
She did.
And she knew beforehand. She's like, oh,
You know what? She's just smart. She's very aware of diseases that go around. You know, we don't know what's we don't
You
know
gotta
what's
think
out there.
chlamydia in Westeros
Oh,
is
it's-
like you gotta
Well,
think
in
everyone's got it.
Winterfell, yeah, I
you
mean,
gotta think
everyone's
got
cold.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they get down to it.
Oh, hit OK, and then connect.
Oh, we're having camera problems.
Shit. Anyway, go ahead.
But
Whatever.
yeah,
Video people are just gonna have to suffer.
that's right. Yeah, but yeah, Arya.
Yeah.
My God, dude, crazy,
Crazy turn of events.
crazy. Well, let's talk about Arya and the Hound.
They meet up again on the top of the castle.
They got good
Yeah,
history.
that's
they got
right. They do.
They have a
Well, I
little.
wouldn't say great history, but what I'd say is it is
They
history.
have a mutual
nonetheless.
respect.
Yeah.
They have a mutual respect for each other. But
And
yeah.
You know what's funny? That scene actually happened right before she went down there.
Oh yeah,
It did,
yeah. I guess it
yeah.
did. Yeah.
I forgot about
She
that.
gets a
yeah,
pep
that's right.
talk from the Hound, and
The
they
Hound.
kind of discuss because everyone's getting wasted. Even the Hound's on the wall. He's getting drunk as hell.
And then that's when Barrett comes in too.
Yeah.
And yeah, she at a time he was on her hit list.
But again, it's like it's everyone acknowledging, like
they
the
all had past.
yeah, everyone acknowledging how far they've come. This was like that was this episode was everyone like kind of reflecting on where they were, 10 years ago or whatever when they were all trying to kill each other.
Mhm.
Because now Arya even talks about how the Hound is, he fought for no one but himself, but now he's fighting for the light, and he's fucking religious now, and
Yeah.
he's like, and he's here at Winterfell, where at the beginning when we saw him, he was fucking bailing, especially at the battle of, wasn't a battle of the bastards, but what was the ship one where all the ships blew up? Where Tyrion battled also.
What? Oh, you're talking like deep in season 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because remember that one, when he saw the fire, he was like, oh, I'm getting the fuck out of
Yeah,
here. And
yeah.
he just bailed. Looking out for himself. But, yeah. So, yeah, but like you said, they probably don't have great history. They still don't
No.
leave on great terms. But, and like you said, Arya, the Hound's still on Arya's list.
She is
right?
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think she'll let bygones be bygones at this point.
I think so, too. It'd be odd if the Hound was in the middle of fighting someone and she came back,
Yeah.
jumped on his back, started stabbing him or something. It wouldn't be good for the morale of the army.
No, I would say not.
But yeah, I like you wrote Arya and Gendry fucking in dungeon. I think it was a stable.
I don't know what it was.
I think it was a
I
stable.
wasn't paying attention.
I think it was a stable.
It was
yeah,
very
but-
dark.
Yeah.
Very dungeony.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know this Gendry guy. He could be a weird fuck. He could have a dungeon. I don't know.
So we get back to Tyrion, Tormund, and Jamie, Sir Davos. They're all gathered around,
Yep.
drinking wine, and what
With
comes up?
Brienne of Tarth and everyone else.
Yes.
There, yeah.
What comes out? What comes up? The topic of knighting.
Yes. Because of battle wins.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Brienne always wanted to be a knight.
Mm-hmm.
But I like how she's like, I didn't want to be a knight anyways. Like,
But
that's
she
stupid.
did
I
want to
don't-
be
yeah.
one. But
She's like, that's
I didn't
stupid.
want
That's
to be
dumb.
one."
I don't want to be it
Yeah.
anyways. But yeah, A great scene, though.
It was
a great fucking scene.
the best scene in the episode, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was awesome.
For
That
sure,
was super
yeah. And one
powerful.
of my favorite scenes in maybe the entire series, it's just very memorable when, how far they come. And now Jamie is knighting a lady,
Uh-huh.
a woman.
Yep.
Wow. The leaps and bounds women are making in this show.
It's just pretty remarkable.
But, yeah, crazy. And she becomes a knight.
Yeah.
And she starts crying a little. It's very
She does.
sweet.
It is a sweet moment.
It is
It's
a
very
sweet
good
moment.
moment.
It's a very, And, now she's a knight. She'll probably die a knight.
She will.
I mean, I guess no matter what, she'll die a knight now. She'll always be a knight.
Yep. And now they call her Sir instead of Lady.
Yeah. And
Sir
that's
with an E.
confusing. That's confusing.
I suppose.
That's
At this
giving mixed
point,
signals
yes,
to
yes.
everyone at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah. I mean, she's damn near a man at this point, anyways. She's
Dude.
close.
She's a freaking she's a
She's probably the greatest. She's probably the best fighter there.
Well, she killed the freaking Hound. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
I mean, is there anyone better at sword fighting? I mean, Jamie was.
at one
till he
point
lost
until he
that-
lost his hand?
Yeah.
But he lost it for her.
Yeah, but I know.
Yeah.
But now I think she's the best. Except maybe her and
Podrick. No, I'm just kidding.
Podrick is. Of course, he learned from the
He
best.
learned from the best, so you can't. Yeah.
Man, if Podrick dies, that's gonna be a heartbreaking.
It'll be
fucking
tough
scene.
for Brienne.
Oh, it's gonna be tough for everyone. Yeah,
For everyone. but-
everyone loves Podrick.
Yeah, of course.
He's like the
He's a
mascot of
likable guy,
Winterfell at this
yeah,
point.
why
They
not?
love him. You see that kid, and you immediately start to smile.
It always puts a smile on your face. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, because you.
Even with that new mustache thing he's got going on.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you think about that?
Oh yeah.
Looks him-
I'm down with it.
Makes him look more
Good
manly.
for Podrick. Yeah.
Most of the,
He's had quite the crazy life Podrick has. He was
He
thrown
has.
into some crazy.
a lot
No.
of situations that he was not
And
prepared
he's really,
for at the
and that's
least.
another guy who hasn't complained.
No,
Doesn't
not one
complain a
bit.
bit.
Nope. He
He
just
w-
goes on from point A to point B to
Yep.
point C. He's moving on.
Taking all the shit from everyone. Of course, he has fucked a lot of women. And, in one episode, don't they talk about how he's like an amazing.
Yeah, that is right.
He's good at
Yep.
everything. Yeah,
He is.
What a
Very
guy.
talented individual.
What a man. All right. Well, John and Danny meet up.
They do.
They finally meet up, and John drops the ball, and Danny doesn't take it.
Doesn't take it well at all. No, I would say if you would rate that taking it
Yeah,
taking it from 1 to 10, how hard
probably
did she
a
take it?
9. I'd say
Yeah.
she
Say it was did not take it
9
well. It
or
was
a
not well
10.
received.
Probably the worst reaction.
Yeah.
She and she immediately kind of connected dots, and it was funny how John didn't even realize that he was up in line to be king or whatever. She's like, "Well, that would make you the next in line," and he's like, "Oh yeah, I
He's like,
guess
Oh shit, you're right.
I don't need you." Just pushes her
On
down.
second thought, why don't I just execute you
Yeah,
now?
yeah. So it was all kind of
No, he was putting it together on the fly. Yeah. I don't know
Not
what
the
fuck's
bride
going
is-
on here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it drops. And it's like an hour before the battle or something. Like the White Walkers are there.
No,
and he
literally,
drops,
like,
he
2
drops
minutes.
this bomb on her.
Because of course the horn interrupts the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So they
So
can't
they
even
gotta
kind of
go up
discuss
there
it.
and look at the White Walkers.
So again, another headache. I mean, you got to be thinking about this the entire time. You're trying to battle. You got this in the back of your head. I'm fucking my aunt.
Exactly. That's
you
the thing.
can't
Like,
fight on this thing. You can't.
No.
You got too much going on.
So he literally just tells her 5 minutes before. I mean, did you put this in your fucking day planner? Learn
Yeah.
how to plan some things. You should tell her after the fact. Not
yeah.
now. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand why he's
would you do
leaving her
that?
with this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Oh,
as
BT
he's running out the
dubs.
door,
Yeah.
you're my aunt.
Yeah.
As he's going,
And
she-
I'm actually the rightful heir to the
Yeah.
throne.
And she just left her with what the
What?
fuck? Yeah.
I
But,
did not understand that either.
It's a bomb nonetheless.
Oh, it's a bombshell. It's a huge one.
It's for sure. I mean, what the fuck is she gonna do?
I have no idea.
She's
How I don't know how she'll
worthless now
receive
at this
it.
point. Yeah,
I think one of the two will die in this battle. Mark my words. One of the two. Either Jon Snow or
they
or-
got to.
or
Yeah,
Danny. That's the only option. That's the only option we have here. Because both will not rule. Danny's too stubborn, and Jon is too good-hearted.
no, unless they end up being married and rolling like 50-50.
It's not going to happen. It's not gonna happen.
What do
Danny
you
will
mean
not
they're a
allow
perfect
that.
couple? Of course it could
No,
happen.
It's
Yeah.
not a perfect relationship. No
John
way.
John's soft
They're just
enough.
both attracted to each other. They're in the honeymoon stage. Okay.
What's his name?
The honeymoon stage.
Aegon
Aegon Targaryen.
Aegon Targaryen. Yeah, and he kind of discusses the whole thing. Tells her about the birth, about his dad, Stark, which is not his dad, about his mom. And really
Yeah,
just
it's
lays
not-
it all on the floor for him. And yeah.
Yeah, it tells her the whole history.
The whole
The
spiel.
whole thing that we've been waiting for 8 seasons now. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get the horn of the White Walkers. And all this is happening when during a great Gendry fucking acapella song.
You mean Podrick?
Podrick,
Yes,
Podrick.
yes.
Yeah, Podrick, yeah.
It was good.
It
I
is a
liked
good
it.
song. It reminded me of the
Got
end.
a nice little voice there too, Podrick. He
It-
is a very talented man. You're right.
It
Going
reminded
back
me.
to him.
I know, dude. The guy does it all.
Everything.
It reminded me of the end of Return of the King when Pippin is singing in the hall and right before the battle
right.
starts down. Very dramatic. Yeah, I like that a lot. The
Ooh,
medieval
good
kind
reference.
of. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, it's the same kind of thing where it's a very dramatic song, and it was just him singing, no instruments or anything. But yeah, like you said, Podrick always the one to step up.
He is.
Tyrion asked for a song. He immediately got
Boom,
something
he
off
had
the
it.
cuff.
He was ready
Yeah.
to go.
I've been
Yep.
practicing this for
In key
years.
and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
He was doing warm ups
No-
beforehand.
yeah.
You know he was.
Oh, he
just
had to
in
because there was
case.
no vocal warm scene.
None.
He was immediately on key.
Yep.
I
was
mean, who
quite
is this
impressive.
fucking guy? He might.
I don't know.
He might be the single-handedly win the battle for it, and he's gonna fuck everyone on the way to it.
Oh, undoubtedly.
But yeah, and that's how we end.
It is.
So next episode, for sure, we're getting a battle, right?
oh,
How
yes,
could it?
for
Unless
sure,
unless the
for
entire
sure.
episode is the 10 minutes leading from like the tomb to the battlefield.
Just them slowly
Yeah, so it could
marching
be
to the
slow.
wall.
Yeah,
Like, we got 15 minutes.
because honestly, I didn't think they could fit another episode in without showing the battle.
Neither did
So
I.
This,
I don't know how this is going to end with only 4 episodes.
It's gonna be a
left.
tight 4.
It will be a very tight 4.
But I think these last 4 episodes are the longest ones now.
yeah, they are. The first 2 was only like 58 minutes, but the
Yeah.
last, I know the last 2 were like 120 apiece.
Well, I know
Or 120. I mean, 1 hour and 20 minutes.
someone,
apiece.
man, yeah, I can't remember. Someone did yeah, they showed the length of each one. But yeah, I think the last 4 are each longer than the first 2. But yeah, what do we any prediction changes?
Yeah, 82 minutes for the finale. Episode 3 is a whopping 82 minutes.
Yeah, that's
And then
awesome.
episode 4 is 78. So, yeah, so the next 2 are 1 hour and 20 minutes. But any other new predictions that I have?
Yeah, did anything change your point of view at this point?
No.
Did seeing Arya fuck Gendry do anything for you?
No, not really. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't think it would happen so soon. But I guess it makes sense. If the White Walkers are coming, you got to fuck everything you can.
That's what I'm saying. You would
know?
think that whole castle would just be steamy with fucking. At that night, I mean, you gotta be thinking everyone's fucking
Well, it's
everything.
understandable. I mean, you think you're going to die
Yes.
the next day.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not indulge?
I'm
You know?
literally going room to room. I don't care who's in it.
Wow. Okay. You
At
know?
that point, you gotta think Gendry's bouncing around after
He
that.
is. Oh,
You
after
gotta
that,
think
he's on. He's on his high, so he's like, he's got to go from
Yeah, I
the
think
next
he's
to the
suing
next.
up, and he's like, okay, well now I'm on a rhythm.
Yeah. oh, for
Now I
sure.
got something going on, and he also dropped that he's Robert Baratheon's son. Also,
pretty
kind
quickly
of
too.
come
You got to be
drop that.
careful dropping that kind of knowledge on people.
That's
You gotta
literally the
trust.
first time he's told anyone besides, I mean, Davos. Davos knows that
Yeah,
he's
Sir Davos.
But yeah, he does. That's the first time, right?
Yeah, no one else knows. I mean, John does.
Yeah,
John knows,
yeah.
but that doesn't count.
yeah. And he also talked about how he got leached by
Oh, by the Red
Melisandre.
Witch. Yeah.
Which when are we gonna see her again?
I don't know. I can't wait to see that. It is an attractive witch.
Well,
Can
you
we
know-
just say that? It is.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, but I mean, if John ever dies, he's always got.
Her.
She's
to
always
revive
floating
her?
around.
Yeah.
So he's always got that
And
possibility.
Beric is still alive. Or no, he doesn't resurrect though. Never mind. He's the one who was resurrected.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in a
And
bit
he's
of an
out of
issue there.
resurrections.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
out of his 9
He's
lives.
definitely out now that what's his face died.
Yeah, so he's kind of on the last one. So he's probably He's probably walking pretty softly around, trying not to tumble anywhere or hit his head or anything or get sick at this point because he knows this is his last ride.
Yep. Yeah, now that Thoros is gone. Yikes.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot going for him at this point. The one eye. Why couldn't they not ever bring the eye back?
Yeah. Just, you could bring
Why
him
are they
back, but
bringing
not the
him
eye.
back?
This
But
makes no
where
sense. I don't
where is the
understand.
eye staying? I don't understand. Aren't they bringing everything back to
You
life?
just bury the eye? Like,
Yeah, I
does
mean,
it decay?
oh, is it because the eye's not in the head
I
anymore?
guess so. Maybe.
It doesn't regenerate, so he's not like a Wolverine type.
No.
Okay.
No, it's not a special power. No.
Yeah.
The Lord of Light picks and chooses.
He giveth and
And
he
he
taketh.
Happy Easter.
Amen. Amen, brother. Well, we got anything else to talk about?
I think that's it, man.
Next
Any
episode.
new predictions for episode 3? How is this going to play out?
A lot of people are going to die. We saw the kind of preview, and a lot of people are on the front lines. Grey Worm.
Not the wisest move to have all your leads on the very front
Grey
line of
Worm,
this
you know
war.
Grey Worm. He's
He's gone.
we didn't
There's
talk
no
about, it, but
choice.
he's giving all kinds of promises he just can't fulfill.
You know he's not going to fulfill them.
No,
you know
he
he's
can't.
not.
I mean,
There's no way.
he's literally the first person the White Walkers are going to run into when they.
A freaking army of 100,000.
Yeah, and he's promising all kinds of crazy shit, taking her back to beaches and stuff.
Of course, she believes it.
Oh yeah. I think they're all believing anything right now, and they're all telling each other crazy shit because they all know they're gonna
We're
die.
all going to live a.
We're all going to the beach after this.
Yeah,
we're all gonna hang out. We're all gonna open that bar
Yeah.
together. We're all gonna finally do that. Yeah. I don't think. I think this next episode's gonna show a lot of deaths.
Yeah, I think this episode was the setup to say goodbye to a lot of characters.
I think so
we're
too, and that's kind of what it felt
this'll-
like.
Yeah, and I think what this episode will do is after we watch episode 3, we're gonna go back and see all the ways that they said goodbye
Yeah.
in the dialogue. Because man, I tell you, episode 2 was written very well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of really good references and a lot of good witty dialogue back and forth, and that's Game of Thrones, period.
Yeah.
But I think with this one, I think we're gonna go back and be like, oh, we see it now. We see
Yeah.
who they were sending off.
But that's what this episode really felt like. It felt like a memorial,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
it was fun, but it was a somber kind of fun. Where it felt like it was a send off episode.
Mhm.
We're like, all right, they're all here. They made it finally after all these years. They're finally in the same room together, and now they're all gonna die.
Yep.
Everyone,
Every single one of them, you're all dead.
I can't imagine. I mean,
Someone will live.
well,
Someone.
someone might live. I mean, that's the
someone.
only way that it's not gonna be the most complicated fucking
What
thing.
what if though? What if Daenerys just to start of episode 3 is like, pack it up, boys, we're out of here. Just fucking leaves John now that she knows.
At
he's
this
the
point,
rightful
she's got to
heir.
feel kind of like an asshole.
She does.
She's
yeah,
got not a lot. What's best case scenario? She wins this war, and now she's got to roll under John.
Yeah.
A roll
She
under a
did
man,
not
and she
think that
fucking
one through.
hates men.
She doesn't.
She
Not a
does
fan.
not
a fan.
not a
Not a
lot.
fan. No.
There's not a lot of men she lets into her
No.
life.
No.
So yeah, she's in a tough position.
Very tough.
I'm not sure where she goes from here.
I don't know. She
She's
did not
probably
seem
banking
happy.
on John maybe not making it in the
She's-
battle.
Low key, hoping you don't make it, but I love you, honey.
Yeah.
I love you.
Well, he's
but
the only one
low-key,
standing in the way
He is.
at this point, so you got to be kind of. She's kind of.
She made that very clear down at the tombs.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Oh yeah, very.
She goes, so that means you're the rightful heir.
Yeah.
So
that means
I'm gonna have to
I'm
fucking
not the
kill you.
rightful heir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some awkward tension there for sure.
Definitely,
There's gonna
for
be some awkward tension in the bedroom for sure. That's
Yeah, I mean, not the fact that they're, aunt nephew, but
That's a
more
tough-
so awkward
yeah.
because of the.
they didn't even
king
get into
relationship.
that.
They
They don't
don't.
even fucking care
They
about
didn't care.
that.
They didn't even care at all.
No.
It wasn't even fucking brought up. It was like it was normal as hell.
I mean, that is literally the first
You know
thing
what
you
I
would think of, but it was not
so
even.
so what do we do now? But
Yeah.
not even that conversation.
No,
Nothing.
there was nothing. They really glazed over it. It's
They
all
did.
power, man.
It
It's
is.
a power struggle in
Yeah.
Winterfell.
Yeah. In
There's a lot of people wanting to be on top. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. All right.
We're all right.
I think that wraps it up for us. You can follow us on YouTube. Type in Have You Seen It? Have You Seen It Podcast. Go to channel. You can check us out there. We're on Twitter, Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. Instagram, Have You Seen It? SCENE. Have You Seen It? That's our @ page. You can find our podcast on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. Right, Brad?
Absolutely.
Stitcher now.
It is on there.
It is. I checked.
It is on Stitcher because
subscribed
I
on
thought I
Twitch,
checked
or-
too. So you're on Stitcher. That's
Yep.
good.
Nice.
So we're now officially on Stitcher, even though we've been claiming it for years. I guess we had a little run in.
Yeah, more
now
people
we're on
use
there.
Stitcher than I previously thought.
Yeah, a lot of people use
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
weird.
But
So I don't use it much, but
I know,
people
so
like
we
it.
never knew. But
Yeah.
I think it's because of the premium service, but
yeah, a lot of people do Stitcher Premium for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, we're on there now.
Yeah, follow us on there and anywhere else you can find podcasts. And I'm Mason Knight. That's Cash Kraus. And until next time.
Adios.